So this video was originally just going to be about the D clan, but the more I looked into it, the more I found out that it might have to do with devil fruits and why Blackbeard can hold more than one. To start this off, I I was looking into the D clan because we obviously don't know anything of it. The only thing that we know is that they are supposed to be the enemy of the gods. Now, you can take that as like base level and say, okay, what are the enemies of the Tenryubito who consider themselves gods? But what if we looked into it a little deeper? Um, we know that what is it? What's his name? I can't remember his name. Rosinante. Yes, Rosinante told Law that when he was younger, they would tell him that if they were bad, they would be sent to the children of the D. Um, Basically meaning that if the celestial dragons messed up, they'd be sent to the D clan. It's like a threat. So I started to think, okay, so the D clan, um, enemy of the gods, they consider themselves gods. This makes sense. It goes into that line, but then I thought about it a little more, and I said, well, let's think back to the voice entry. We don't know anything about the voice entry, so this is all speculation, thankfully. Um, but we know that there was the 20 families that fought against the ancient kingdom, and that one of the 20 families and the Fatari family were the only ones that didn't go up to, Marijois and all that good stuff. But I started to think, what if there were more than 20 families? Let's say one of the families, the D clan, okay, they existed alongside the other 20 families. And what sparked this was the D clan creating devil fruits, which would make a little bit of sense given that they're supposed to be the enemy of the gods and they create the devil fruits. Um, Now, there's one thing that a lot of people have kind of realized. It's going to be a short video because I've already got through all the major points. Is Blackbeard can have, well, at least he is known to have more than one devil fruit, and it is stated by Marco that his body is, to put in simpler terms, Blackbeard is built different. The man is built completely different than the Straw Hats or anyone else in this manga, which is crazy because we've seen a lot of people built different in this manga, but Blackbeard himself is built completely different. That's what Marco says, and that's why he can have more than one devil fruit. Um, but I've always been on that thing of that's just too convenient. That Blackbeard is built different. Because I feel like there would be at least one other character at some point built different, right? Like it wouldn't just be Blackbeard. And of course, we don't know anything about Rocks, but people are suspecting that maybe Rocks had multiple devil fruits, or maybe some other pirates had other devil fruits, multiple devil fruits in the past. But I always been on the thing of look at the two devil fruits that Blackbeard picked up. One was the Yami Yami no Mi. We knew the Blackbeard had his eyes set on the Yami Yami no Mi. And a lot of people they make the case of maybe the Yami Yami no Mi is the reason he can have more than one devil fruit, because of some reason it can like cancel out on have more than one. I don't think that's the case. I don't think the Yami Yami no Mi allows him to have more than one devil fruit like that. But the other fruit that he has is the Guru Guru no Mi. Now, if you think about the differences of these fruits, the Yami Yami no Mi is a Logia, and the Guru Guru no Mi is a Paramecia. Now, looking in devil fruits, we it's been stated in manga, I believe, I can double check, but I believe it's been stated that the most plentiful devil fruit is the Paramecia, and the rarest devil fruit type is the Logia. Um, so this would make sense if people have seen people eat multiple devil fruits and explode. What if they were just eating two of the same kind of devil fruit? Like, imagine if the reason you couldn't have two of the same devil fruit is because of what it does. For example, think about it like this: if you ate the Hana Hana no Mi, okay, the flower fruit, and then you ate like the Gumu Gumu no Mi, how would those two powers mix? They wouldn't really. I mean, I guess you could do some weird like stretchy things, but I don't know if that would really work with you putting your limbs on things. So I don't know if it would work that well. Same if you mix like the Suba no Mi with like the Bar no Mi. It doesn't really seem like it'll be something that will work too well together, and maybe that's why when you eat two of the same type of devil fruit, you explode because they don't make sense. Like imagine if you had two Logias, right? But the two Logias you picked up were like the Pika Pika no Mi and the Yami Yami no Mi. That doesn't make sense. So it would make sense if something were to like you ate two of the same fruits, you would explode. But what if you ate different fruits that could, in theory, mix? Like there's nothing stopping the like the what is it, the Suki Suki no Mi and the Pika Pika real Mi from working together. There's nothing stopping those two fruits from working together. Same with like you want to throw zones into the mix. Let's say you have like Chopper with the Hito Hito no Mi, and something happens and you ate the Api Api no Mi. There's nothing stopping those two fruits from working together. Um, so I've always been under the assumption that maybe it's not that Blackbeard ate the Yami Yami no Mi because it will allow him to eat more devil fruits, but maybe it's because Blackbeard knows that you can eat different devil fruits and still be fine. So people are like, oh, he's after the strongest zone next because they want him to have one of each kind. And that would make sense with this in mind, given that he could then have the, strongest Logia, strongest Paramecia, strongest zone, and they're all different. So he can eat all three and be okay. And that's something that a lot of people don't think about. And at least I haven't seen it too much. And this can kind of tie back to the first part, right? Because the world governments is the people that are telling people that, hey, you can't have more than one devil fruit or you explode. As we know with them telling, was it Kaku of CP9? He was like terrified because he was in the same room as another devil fruit, so he was afraid he was going to explode. Like, the world government is spreading the information around, and the world government we know is against the D clan. If the D clan created devil fruits and the D clan obviously created it to fight, and they were able to use multiple different ones, the world government would not want that information out. And we know that Blackbeard is a huge fan of studying history. If it was shown in the SPS that one of his favorite hobbies is actually studying history. So what if Blackbeard, in his travels, came across this information on one of the road poneglyphs, or not one of the road poneglyphs, but I guess one of the poneglyphs in general? My thing has been, we don't know how if Blackbeard is reading poneglyphs or what's going on, but I wouldn't put it past him to have the knowledge to read it. Because of how much he likes to study history, and because of how good he is at not getting captured, he's very patient. He'll wait for things to happen to be in his favor. I could definitely see him being able to read the poneglyphs or somehow get something that can decipher it, and he knows this. So he knows that, like, oh, I can have I've already have a Logia, but I can eat this Paramecia. So that's always been something I thought about, because then that would tie once again back into it, given that Teach does have the Will of D. Now, I've always been a fan of there are two different Will of Ds, and I feel like I'm not sure how that's gonna tie into the D clan. Like maybe there was a side of the D that fought for the world government, and the other side fought for the Tyranny Obito, and that created a like divide. But of course, obviously, all the members that fought for Tyranny Obito were still dismantled because they were the enemy of the gods. So it's just interesting. Like, think about it. If you keep going into it, the battle between Roger, Zebek, and Garp, the three Ds in a sense that fought, was taken on God Valley, and who lived on God Valley at the moment? Well, the Tenri Obito, and we know that as much as Garp didn't want to fight to protect them, it was a thing that he had to do alongside Roger to take out Rocks, and this could just go into it. I don't know. This is just some interesting stuff I was thinking about while at work, and I thought I'd make some kind of video on it. It's just very interesting when you think about it, because this could lead to some interesting stuff, especially if Oda does want to get crazy and say, yeah, you can have different kinds of devil fruits, and then who knows? We can get some wacky stuff. I don't expect Luffy will be interested in any more devil fruits or anything like that, but like it could be wacky for some other characters. Anyway, thank you for allowing me to waste your time. Bye.